Well, I think that Josh and I, we've been married 19 years, and I think that we have done really just about everything that you could do in a relationship to break it up, make it no more. But I think we've kind of moved past that now, and you know, we're just ready to start different.
Josh, you appear to be uneasy.
Um, I'm just nervous being here. Um,
I think he's scared of me.
Scared of you.
well,
Yeah.
I I'm afraid. Well, I get scared of what the truth might be, of what it might cause, the fallout of what that truth might be.
Okay. That's I don't like that. I think that's bullshit. I think that's a cop out answer.
Well,
Is there like a cover-up operation going on here?
Yeah.
oh yeah. The I see that she's hurting, and then I want to say something, and then it might be true, it might not be. I just know I don't want her to hurt, and so I should say that thing, right? I need to say something to get her so she doesn't hurt.
No, that's bullshit because you say what you feel. You say the truth. I mean, that's what I don't want. I don't want you to just say something so that I feel better. I mean, I want him to start speaking his truth. I want to know how he feels, if he feels, about anything. But then I also get kind of worried that if I do really find out what he feels, that he may decide that this isn't what he wants anymore.
I think people have way more of a capacity to bear more difficult truths than they actually trust they do. Where and when did you two meet?
Well, it was here in the same city. It was just after 9/11. We were hired by the same company, and first time I saw her, I was really into her. The I asked her out a few times, and she she shot me down. The I let's see, we were putting chairs away, and I said, you want to go get a cup of coffee? And she, no. And I was like, well, so, but then there was this holiday party, and there was wine, and it was, it was a good time, and she was more talkative with me,
It's the
and
wine.
Sure, that happens.
and I mean, we were flirting with each other, and it was just
Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, we were flirting
hmm
and we were having a really good conversation, and then the next thing you know, we're talking all night and closed out the party, and then ended up at was it the deli? Yeah, we
four
ended
in the
up at the
morning.
deli at 4 in the morning, and I guess that was the start.
hmm
But things hit a bump along the way. I know we talked about pregnancies along the way. Maybe we should talk about that at this point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean we've hit some bumps. After we had our first child, I did go through a lot with multiple miscarriages. And I really just kind of felt, I felt alone in that. Yeah, I just felt like he wasn't really there.
Same one.
You know, well, I couldn't really relate to what she was feeling. I couldn't relate to the pain. Those feelings seemed like they were unattainable to me. And,
I just don't get that.
you know, it's almost like, well, I wasn't there the way I wanted to be. You know, I I just couldn't be there the way that I needed to be. I guess.
So you couldn't experience that level of loss that she was experiencing?
No.
So, in a way, you were left behind, you'd say. Or, of course, Molly, you were left alone.
Yeah, I felt completely alone. I mean, I don't understand. Why he couldn't. I don't understand the words, like that he couldn't feel it. It was something we created together, and in the end, I had to go through this alone. I don't get it.
And you were pregnant 3 times. I mean, there was a 3rd time.
Yeah, I treat that one a little different. During the 3rd pregnancy, I mean, I was heavy, but then we found out that Josh was having a relationship with somebody he met at work, and that one was just like a kick in like that, the most vulnerable time that I could be, especially given all of our other babies that we've lost. I was just gutted. And so, we went through a discussion, and
To compare what was happening with him during this time?
he had met somebody at work. Like, he had met me at work. And they started having an inappropriate relationship. And, there's too much chaos going on in that. And I'm pregnant, and he's with someone else. And, part of me was like, fuck this, I'm not having this baby, just out of spite, because obviously, you're doing your thing. And then the other part of me was like, well, no, maybe I need to save my family. But then there's all this chaos going on, and he's with somebody else, and I don't know what that's gonna do. So, yeah, I didn't have the baby. I got a pill from the doctor, and I went through that. It was extremely painful. And then the doctor gave me these Percocets, and I get addicted to the fucking Percocets because I don't want to feel anything, really. And then I'm addicted to these Percocets. I fucking crashed my car down the street from our house, and it's just like, it was all just a fucking mess. And there he is.
So how did that leave you feeling towards him?
I think I was just numb. I mean, that's why I wanted the Percocets. I didn't want to feel any of it. And it just felt kind of numb and disgusted at the same time, I guess.
Josh? where are you at right now?
I guess I can't even really believe that happened in our life. I can't wrap my head around that the choices that I made for a while there, daily choices that I made led to a decision not to bring another child into our family. I mean, I just can't believe that happened in our life.
The choice that created the outcome was the relationship that you'd had.
Yeah. That was the trigger.
Josh, you'd say that was the cause for the abortion. And so now that's how it lives between the two of you.
Yeah.
Can I just say that I don't understand how you don't understand how it could happen. I mean, if you keep saying I don't know how this could have happened. It was your choice, Josh.
What I mean is I don't see how that circumstance was able to happen in our life. I guess the words I'm using are wrong, but what I'm saying is that I just I can't even fathom that
You had an affair,
and then it led to us not bringing another child. I mean, with the joy that we have with the other kids, I just have.
okay.
So you're wondering what you're going to do with all this.
Well, yeah, I mean, do we carry this forward? Are we able to leave it here? I mean, where do we go with all this stuff?
Seems like what you're telling me, using phrases like dead inside, do we carry this all, leaving it all behind? You're actually processing these unborn babies. Using, miscarried babies or aborted babies, and where does it live inside you? You keep using this terminology, which shows that it's, you've got a very strong, a future that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Stuck in the past.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of anger, and there's a lot of
Pain.
stuff we don't talk about. We don't talk about it.
Why don't you say to him what you wanted to say then? I mean, really be honest. You don't have to play nice.
I think, Josh, that you have this way of not really wanting to take advantage or take responsibility for the things that have happened. You talk about not wanting to hurt me, but there's so much stuff that has happened that, yeah, and it's hurt me, but you want to blame, and you want to talk about, the thing that happened with me, and because we could both say, okay, well, we both messed around, but the way I look at it is that you led me to that. I mean, what the hell? I was pregnant. You screwed around with that chick at work, and then we're not talking. So, yeah, I'm just looking for somebody. It's not like something that I wanted to do, but I just felt I found somebody that would just listen to me. Somebody that would just be there for me. Like, you found your person. I mean, I found my person, and I knew that it was wrong, but what the...
Why did you do it, Josh? Why did you find her? Tell me as if I'm your wife. It seems like the two of you are having a hard time looking at each other, so maybe supplement me.
It was that desire for the way things were. it was almost like I recreated the same thing. And I'm not proud of that at all. But it was, it helped me remember a better time. And you mentioned a future we never had, and it was kind of like going down that road. Well, maybe there is a future that could have been different here. And it was that space outside that I needed, because even if we think it's a safe space, it isn't. Even here, when we're talking right now, when we leave, I'm concerned. In fact, I'm scared that we're going to relive exactly what we're talking about here, and then you're not going to be here to mediate that. That's why it's so scary here. But the reason that I looked out is because I found somebody that could understand me, and I found somebody that that would listen.
Doesn't look
You
like
looked.
Yeah. Say what you want to say, Mel.
You reached out for somebody who was 20 something, like we were when we met. You wanted to stay where we were when we met.
Yeah, it sounds kind of immature, doesn't it? I'm sorry.
Say it to me, Molly, as if I'm him. He can hear everything that you're saying, but look at me as an innocent bystander and tell me as if I'm him how that made you feel when he hurt you like that.
It was one of the most devastating things that anybody can experience. I mean, it's so cliche, you know. You have this, you meet, you're young and you're having fun, and then you go and you have the family and everything, and then you don't look like you used to. You have some water under the bridge, you've got a little bit of pain under the bridge, and then he goes and looks for the younger you with no mess, no fuss, just somebody to be who he wants, I guess. Just give him all the praise and all the glory.
Me, tell me why you're mad at the context, and like why he's to blame for some of these choices you made or things that happened to you. You may not consider them choices.
He's to blame because he never wants to talk. He never wants to tell me what's going on in the relationship. He never uses his voice, so I'm left wondering what's going on. Is there any feeling? I take that he doesn't care. So if he doesn't care, then fine. I mean, I'm not going to care. So he can go and find somebody to fulfill whatever he wants, then I'm going to do the same thing. I mean, I have needs too. I've got a house full of kids and an absent, for lack of a better word, husband, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I didn't want to, but I just needed somebody to see me. He wasn't seeing me.
Well, I think you two are going to have to sit with this a week. And when you are tempted to blame, pull back. Remember that the two of you, there is a core, there's a reason that brought the two of you together. What we want to do through the ongoing therapy is we want to find that. We want to get back to that, to find out what it was.
So what if we
supplement the blame with the passion that was once there? If there's a way around this, if there's forgiveness to be found. Fortunately, our time is up for today, but let's work on not passing blame this week and moving forward. Channel all the energy that you would place towards blame and put it into finding what it was that you originally loved about each other. Because we need to set that past behind us, and we need to find a way forward.